November 13th, 2019. I'm here with the esteemed Mathias Dover, my dear friend Tim, with whom I went to the Goodwill Junior High School with in the 1970s, and who was one of the victims of the 1979 riot, who was shot down in the street for standing up for freedom and democracy in Dominica by the Dominica Defense Force. At that time, leading the charge for democracy was one Charles Severin, who today in Dominica is standing against democracy and standing for tyranny. I would like Mr. Dover to identify himself, to show us his wounds, and to send a message to the people of Dominica. Tim, good afternoon to you, sir.
Yeah.
Can you give us your name?
Mathias Dover.
Where were you born?
Roseau, 16 Church Lane, Goodwill in Roseau.
And where did you attend school?
Goodwill Junior High School.
And when you were at Goodwill Junior High School, were there any persons who you remember that you met there?
Gabriel Chtistian.
And let me tell you this, Mr. Dover, right now I see you've got your own shop here in the DC suburbs. You're one of the more distinguished mechanics. And are you an auto mechanic now in Maryland?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and you're here, and you also someone who's always supported Dominica whenever there's been a storm, whenever there's been any disaster. You have assisted Dominica. I want to thank you for your service, your consistent service for Dominica, and I want to thank your parents for having raised a conscientious Dominican. Mr. Dover, give me a quick review on what happened on the morning of May 29th, 1979.
On May 29th, I was on my way going back to Grand Bay, stopped to meet a friend, Algernon Filbert. And at the very time when I saw him, he too was shot.
Algernon Filbert. Was it the gentleman who later worked in fisheries?
Yes.
Okay. Or was he part of the demonstration demonstrating for democracy?
Yes.
And were you part of that demonstration?
Yes, I was.
And why were you part of that demonstration?
Because I was in search of the betterment of the country.
Yes. You were in search of the betterment of the country.
Yes.
You've always loved your country.
Yes,
Give us a blow-by-blow of how the shooting took place.
Well, we were protesting at the corner of Kennedy Avenue and what's that street now?
Kennedy Avenue and Bath Road.
On Bath Road.
By the Windsor Park.
Right by the Windsor Park entrance.
Yes.
And the police was throwing out tear gas. And Patrick John summons the police to come back and put out the defense force. Okay. Then they started throwing real bullets.
Okay. What did you feel? How did the bullet impact you?
It went through my chest.
Can you show us that if you can?
Right here.
Show it to me?
Yeah, inside here.
Okay. And then it went
through,
came in here.
Between two of my ribs.
And it exited at the back.
Yep. And it entered my...
exited at the back here. And then it entered your
my
arm.
forearm.
Amazing.
And exited right here.
And exited at the back. Amazing. So it went through your chest, exited at your back. I can see the hole right here. The hole right here. Entered into your arm, and then exited the back of your arm.
Yes.
Only God's grace saved you that day, Tim.
Sure he did.
And today we are facing a crisis of democracy in Dominica. What is the message you'd like to send to the government of Dominica and its people?
Well, you know, Charles Sabre was the one who was the leader on the opposition at the time.
That's right.
And today he is with the opposition.
Well, today he's with the government.
With the government that he was opposed of.
Yes, the same Labour Party.
Yeah, same Labour Party.
What would be the advice you give to Dominicans in way of defending their democracy?
Well, I think they need to find someone else to lead. And give somebody else a chance, you know, to try to do what's right for the country.
Do you think the government should prevent people from speaking out for their rights by taking the bullhorns from their hands like they took from Henry Shillingford?
Nope, they should not. We have the right to freedom of speech.
How important is freedom of speech?
Very important.
How important is freedom of association?
It's also very important.
In the time you've been in the United States, have you had the ability to build your own business?
Yes, I have.
And has anybody come to ask you whether you are a Republican or a Democrat?
No.
Has anybody come and asked you to support Trump or else it will hurt your business?
No.
Has anybody told you to support Obama or they will hurt your business?
No.
Have you lost any contract by being a supporter of either Trump, Obama, or Bush?
No.
Do you have to put on a red hat or a red shirt and jump up and down in the street
No.
to support any party?
No.
Okay. You understand in Dominica that is what's happening right now.
Which is wrong.
Okay. And why is it wrong?
Because you have the right to support whoever you feel like supporting. You don't have to distinguish yourself which side you're on or not.
Okay. Any final words, Mr. Dover, for the sacrifice you've made for Dominica to our beloved nation and to our beloved people?
I wish the people of Dominica rise up and figure out what's right for them. And find a change so they can live a better life.
Thank you very much. And I ask God to bless you, Tim. You're a good man. I've known you now almost all my life. I've known you almost 50 years. I think I first met you when I was about 7, 8 years old. So I've known you almost half a century. And I'm just happy to have served you as your lawyer for many years. And I think your message will be well received. God bless you, Tim. And God bless our country.
Thank you.